This episode of Bothering the Band is brought to you by Make a Tee Online. Every band needs t-shirts to promote themselves, and every fan needs t-shirts to show off their love of a band. At our Bothering the Band t-shirt store, you can get your favorite Bothering the Band t-shirts, or you can make your own. Are you a band or fan in need of a merchandise store? Stalk Make a Tee Online on social media or give them a call to create your own brand. Tell Meryl or Stephanie you heard about them on Bothering the Band, and I promise they will be extra helpful. Use the coupon code BOTHERME for 10% off an order of $20 or more. That's Bother Me, one word, BOTHERME, for 10% off an order of $20 or more. Thank you, Make a Tee. You're making our shirts. Like, do you know who Bridget Fonda is? So go to Make a Tee Online and get ready for this awesome episode. On this great episode of Bothering the Band, we have 4 minutes later, an awesome band from the Great White North. Check them out. These guys are hilarious. We haven't laughed this much in an episode, and had a ton of fun with them. They have a new song coming out called Holding On to Nothing on September 24th. Get ready. This is a wild episode. Shout out to Andrew and Horses. All right. Hey guys, thank you so much for being here today. Yeah, I mean, we're super stoked. I love your Motorhead shirt. What shirt are you wearing?
This is a little thrift find. It says, "How can a person look this good in just 50 short years?"
I love it.
Yeah. I just enjoyed the colors. It's very 90s.
It definitely spoke to my 90s sensibility. But first of all, we have to say we love your music. We've been dancing to it all week, well, longer than a week, but it's great, man. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for checking us out and listening to music and jamming to it. That's awesome. We're glad that,
Glad someone likes it.
Yeah.
So who's Junyor and who's Moon?
Junyor,
Moon.
All right, cool. All right. So perfect way to start this. What planet are you from?
Me, Mercury.
I consider myself more of an earthling, but definitely sometimes wish I was with Mr. Elon Musk going up to Mars.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a good. So my name's Ryan. I am from the planet known as Florida.
That is its own planet,
yeah.
That's for sure.
That shit's out there. And this is my producer, Abby. She's from the planet Wyoming.
Oh yes, I've visited that planet before, Wyoming. Some mountains going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice views. Yeah.
They have a similar attic thing going over there.
We do. We're in the upper. Used to be a hayloft of a barn that we've now converted to a rehearsal space. So the horses were in the basement and the hay was upstairs. Not my horses. I mean, that's previous owners. So it's similar attic vibes, that's for sure.
So actually, where are you guys located?
We are just south of Toronto, Canada. Right now, we're in a small little middle of nowhere town called Ridgeville, but closest, we're about 15 minutes from Niagara Falls.
Okay, cool. So have you ever ridden a horse?
Yes. Have you?
I don't think I've ridden a horse. I've ridden a pony before. I mean, potato, right?
Count it. We're gonna count it. So can you tell us a little bit about how you guys came to be? I know that you posted some cryptic shit on Twitter, and people latched onto it.
Honestly, it wasn't even meant to be that way. At first, it was just kind of putting the cart in front of the horse. There's the horse again. Just in a sense of, we knew we were going to make some music, and Moon is more of the social media tech savvy guy. So he was like, you know what? We got the band name. Let's make sure we can lock down the handle on social media. So he just made it and just put out a tweet, music coming soon. And it kind of garnered some mustered up some steam, I guess. And then people were saying, well, we want to hear some music, and we didn't have any music at that point recorded. So we just put out like just a little, I guess, teaser video, if you want to call it, just with some like cryptic audio, which was really just us saying 4 minutes later, and everything can change 4 minutes later. This is the start of something new. And we kind of flipped it backwards and that stuff. And he just tweeted that out. And I remember calling him one day being like, man, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? My phone won't stop buzzing. He's like, yeah, go look at our followers and our comments and all that. Like, something's happening. And we both just thought something was wrong. Like, we didn't like, why this video of all things is it taken off? So that's kind of where it started.
Yeah, it was cool. People got kind of lost in the mystery a bit, and like Junior was saying, we didn't have any music out at the time, and besides that little bit of voices that we added to the video, they didn't even know what we looked like, what we sound like, any of that. So they started coming up with their own theories of, oh, maybe it's Five Sauce doing the Wormstein thing again, or it's Jonas Brothers making a reunion, or it's My Chemical Romance making a reunion, or Big Time Rush coming back, which I think those last three have all happened now.
Just waiting on 1D.
Yeah, one direction was the other one, so maybe they're next. Who knows?
I like that you said 1D. The theme of this episode will be horses, apparently. What were you doing 4 minutes before this phone call or this Zoom?
4 minutes. We were just sitting, staring at the screen, listening to some music. We like to try to kind of test the audio and get ourselves pumped up before these new age Zoom calls, ever since COVID.
We were also playing with some memes, as you saw when we came in.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we were doing 4 minutes right before we came on.
Oh, cool, man. So I have to say you're one of the first guests on Bothering the Band to be early.
Oh,
thank you.
That's
That's perfect.
That's cool. Yeah. Usually Moon's the late one. And then I further that by procrastinating. So we're not usually on time.
Man, well, you did it today. We're real happy. And here's some more dumb questions. Aliens land on Earth and they ask you to recommend songs to get a grasp of human life. What are your initial songs you go for?
To get a grasp of human life, I feel like I have to go to something chaos. Like, I want to say, like, initially I want to go like All You Need Is Love by the Beatles, but I feel like that describes Earth very well.
No, that describes what we're going for.
Yeah,
is some love.
That's like an end goal right now.
Run to the Hills, Iron Maiden. Be like, just get out of here. Go back to your planet. You don't want to be here. Oh, man, I feel like there's two answers to that. I feel like there's a more serious, like, hey, this is one of the greatest songs of all time. Like, you take one of the legends, Beatles or Ray Charles even, or Sam Cooke or something like that. Or you just mess with them and play them some like heavy EDM, like,
or 4 minutes later.
Yeah. We'd play one of our tunes and say, take it back to your home planet and help us out.
There you go. I gave you the layup. I like that you guys are humble enough to not initially say yourselves.
Yeah. We still worked it in there though, right?
No, you did. You did it in the classiest way. So I have to. So this is one of those questions that we asked, and then we ask ourselves. And for some reason, I went the chaos direction too. Personally, I don't know, like System of a Down for some reason clicked in my head.
Yeah.
Or honestly, Boys to Men, End of the Road.
Yeah.
Abby, what do you got? Aliens.
I would stick with classics. I'm of course gonna put Led Zeppelin in there somewhere.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I mean, if you're gonna go Zeppelin, you got to throw a Greta Van Fleet in there as well. So
the modern Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin Jr. and Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
In the movie, when the movie comes out about Greta Van Fleet, what's his name is gonna play what's the SNL guy who was?
Oh, it's Andy Samberg.
No, Suicide Squad.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson's gonna play the lead singer.
Yeah, he can definitely do
like
that.
I think they look. Try. Look up.
Oh yeah, I
I
can see
can
that.
definitely see that. Yeah.
I feel like he might be a little too tall for the role, but special effects,
Movie magic.
angles,
Magic.
perspectives.
Magic. I will say that question was brought to you by Abby's mom, who
Oh,
a big listener to the podcast.
I feel like then we want to change our answer to Stacy's mom now.
Oh, you have no idea how good that is. In your opinion, what color are mirrors?
Oh, these questions are like real.
That's like if a tree fell in the forest, would it make it sound? Sort of deal.
What color are mirrors?
That's a Zen question.
I feel like that's a multiverse question. Like, what color are they on this universe? But there's the whole theory of mirrors are portals into other things, and I'd say they're pretty blue because every time you're looking at one, you're sad. No, I don't know. I don't even think I honestly don't think I could give that the old college try of an answer. I really don't know.
That's going to be a philosophical one that you're going to think about.
Yeah. I'll be laying in bed at 5:00 in the morning after a failed writing session because I wasn't able to come up with anything other than what color is a mirror, and won't be able to sleep.
An answer.
Yeah.
Or a song.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can name a song.
I'll say blue.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What's that?
I said you can name a song that. What color is your mirror or
yeah.
something?
What color is your mirror? Yeah.
I think that will happen.
Yeah, just give us a shout out or something. All right, here. Have you ever solved a mystery?
I feel like if you count episodes of CSI, then yes, I always figure those out. Actually, no, I'm lying. I don't figure those out.
You're not very good at Jeopardy either.
No. I've done a lot of escape rooms, and I get a lot of fun at those. We tend to do pretty good on those. But I like a real life mystery, other than when there's two other people in a room and it's what's that smell and it's always Moon, good or bad. That's all the only mystery I've solved.
I just feel like every mystery is like always bad. Like, who killed the gardener? And it's never like, hey, who baked cookies,
Yeah, there's not enough good mysteries in the world. Although, like, it's kind of like when you find $5 in your pocket and that's like, oh, where did that come from? It's almost a mystery, a good mystery.
That is a good mystery.
Good, pleasant surprise, I'd say.
But they're always left unsolved.
Yeah, the good ones are.
Down the quote, not enough good mysteries in the world. That's good. That's solid gold right there.
Thank you.
Man.
He's done for the night now.
Yeah, that's it. Your takeover.
All right. What's the best way to hide a boner?
A waistband.
What is it, super bad? Oh boy, the best way.
No, I say you don't hide it. You flaunt it.
I mean, yeah, just be proud.
I think that happened in Anchorman, right? He just flaunts it.
Yeah. Yeah, do the Anchorman. Absolutely. I'm going with that.
Yeah. Don't act like you're not impressed. If you could collaborate with one artist or any artist, who would you choose?
Oh man, there's both the living and dead ones.
I would say a young Paul McCartney, not current Paul McCartney, but like a young, like in his prime.
Yeah, Paul McCartney in his prime would be ideal. Like I feel like there's a difference between collaboration as far as writing and recording and playing live. Like that's still a collaboration of sorts. Like playing live would be wicked to just any of the, like even I feel like Youngblood right now is killing it. Like I'd love to do something with him if we're talking modern day, but yeah, Paul McCartney's got to be the go-to.
Okay, so Paul McCartney collab, Youngblood live,
or like maybe not even Youngblood, like someone who is known for their crazy show, like doing a Motley Crue or a Kiss or something like that. Certainly not David Lee Roth. Let's just say.
Abby lives in the same town as Nikki Sixx, and
no way.
Yeah, sees him often. Actually, we were at dinner one time and saw him out at a restaurant.
I feel like he's a pretty humble dude now in his elder years, and once he's,
Well, I was just curious to see if it was like a Chili's. Like Nikki Six just frequents Chili's. He loves Chili's.
Applebee's.
Yeah, Applebee's. Yeah.
I would guess he probably would. We just don't have that kind of stuff where I live.
Fair enough.
But I did meet him the first time at the post office because they won't deliver mail where we live. You have to go physically get your mail. And so we stood there and chatted for like 10 minutes about how stupid it is that we have to go wait in this line to get our mail.
And
So you're like fan mail, or it's just like Amazon packages coming in and he's just ordering offline?
It's just like leather cuff bracelets.
yeah, tons of leather cuffs
And belt
leather
buckles.
boots. Yeah.
And bandanas just to
Yeah.
rest on his
I was
ass.
just about to say bandanas.
Have you ever had Junior mints?
I can't say they're tasty. I regrettably have had them.
Maybe. I can't recall the last time I've seen a box of Junior Mints and be like, hey, can I have one of those?
That's what I mean. I feel like they're not my go-to.
I don't think I've ever bought or requested a Junior Mint. I don't know if one was ever handed to me.
I feel like that's your version of like what you get slipped at a club. Someone just like,
A Junior
I've been
Mint?
juniored. Yeah.
Well, my birthday's minty fresh now.
I can't remember. For some reason, that, of course, there's a reason why that question popped in, but I was thinking, I was like, man, I'm going to guess when I was a child.
Yeah, maybe like
Yeah.
grandma's purse or something. She had a box of Junior Mints in there.
The old one at the bottom. No, grandma's purse, she'd have Werther's, man.
Werther's.
I feel like you can't have Junior Mints unless you're at the movies. That's specifically a movie candy.
I feel like that's what you always see, like the box of them at the movie.
It's one of the like dancing ones up on the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, exactly. And we have a small like drive-in theater that would probably have them. But other than that, Junior Mints, I feel like they were pretty American thing. Like we didn't really see them too much here, like other than the odd time. But it was definitely a movie theater thing.
All right, so this is a good follow-up. What's your go-to movie theater candy?
Oh,
Well, I mean, there's popcorn. I don't think popcorn counts, but
No.
obviously you have to get popcorn when you go to the movie theater.
I think you got to go with what's the add-on snack because popcorn is just a given, right? Like,
But so you have the popcorn, which has got that salty butteriness. So you need something to balance that, something sweet. There's a science behind
Well,
this, right?
yeah.
100%.
I'll say that there was a place when we were kids that we found right next to the movie theater. That was one of those like quarter machines you'd put in and get candy. And one of us somehow found out that if you turned it backwards, it just emptied the whole machine. So we would just go to the bag and empty M&Ms into it. And that's kind of became, then when I got old enough to realize, hey, you can't steal stuff, I would always buy M&Ms. So I find myself as M&Ms, like the peanut ones.
That's
Nice.
a good choice. I might go what are they? Maltesers?
Maltesers, you would.
Just something nice and light, but a little bit of chocolate coating just to get
You
rid
would.
of the saltiness of the popcorn to get right back to the popcorn.
Yeah. And then you got to
the
wash it down
popcorn's
with
the
a
main course, right? You
12-gallon jug of sugary drink.
Yeah, Fruitopia or something.
I don't.
Iced tea.
First of all, you guys are adorable. I hope one day you have a reality show. Your banter is really great. I
Thank
don't
you.
imagine your live.
It'll be like the real life. We'll be here. 10
Love
to 10.
Island.
Yeah, we'll throw Love Island. Just the two of us, though. It's gonna get
Bachelor.
hot.
The Bachelor. Somehow it'd be the two of us and you still wouldn't get a rose.
What's the last movie you saw in the theater?
Oh, our theater's only just reopened recently for us due to COVID, like within the past few weeks. I don't even remember what the last movie I saw in theaters would be.
I mean, the last I
Maybe.
went to a drive-in more recently, but they play like older movies. So the last movie I saw was E.T. followed by Indiana Jones.
Cool.
At
That's a classic drive-in. I feel like I honestly think the last movie I actually saw in theater was 1917 or whatever that war movie, which was fantastic. That's the only one that can really come to mind for the last time I went to the theater. Or
Yeah.
maybe Joker, maybe.
Joker was a good
I feel
one.
like Joker was actually after that. Trying to think back. It's been like 18 months since we've had theaters open, so it's hard to think back what the last movie was. But definitely drive-in trips needed this summer.
Yeah. I miss movies. I feel like we could turn this into a movie podcast real quick. Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos?
Oh,
I feel for myself, I would choose sushi before going vegetarian. I feel like there's not as good like the cheese salmon rolls were my
the avocado.
Oh.
What about avocado?
crispy avocado rolls
decent.
are good, and you can get the good vegetarian ones.
Are you a
Oh.
vegetarian?
Yeah,
We're both plant-based at this point.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I would honestly, I'm one of the rare people that's like not a big taco fan, but when I have a taco, it better be good. I feel like sushi, like you can get from a gas station when it's no fish involved. When there's no fish involved, then it's still gonna be decent.
Maybe that's your problem is you're referencing gas station food and not like actually going to a Japanese restaurant to experience sushi.
I just feel like I'm gonna go with tacos. I'm not a huge taco eater, but when I do have one, I don't want it to be like a Taco Bell $1.99 taco. It's gotta be all the fixins.
See, I love tacos, and it can be Taco Bell when it's late at night. That's cool by me, you know. But I'll go sushi. I'll go the opposite. I go sushi on that.
I'm just trying to think of logistically with a plant-based. I think the tacos might have more options with like cabbage and radishes and
Yeah,
You
that's what
throw
I'm
in
feeling.
maybe some fake, plant-based meat in there
Like
too.
the Impossible meat or
and-
whatever. Yeah.
like.
But no, I would say sushi. You get some soy sauce, a little wasabi on there.
Yeah.
What is the main thing in the sushi? You have avocado, you have cucumbers, you have like what else are you going?
Yeah, that's
That's
like,
pretty much it. You do like the
I don't know.
spicy sauce, the crispy tempura bits. But like that's why I feel like I miss like salmon sushi. I honestly do. I have tried it since going vegetarian, then I didn't like it anymore. So it's kind of one of those sad trumpet moments where I was like, oh, I'll cheat a little bit and have sushi every now and again. I mean, I still have vegetarian sushi quite often, but I think I'm going tacos because real sushi, like the best sushi, like West Coast fresh fish, and that's the best. Like, it just tastes so good.
Have you ever had pumpkin tempura rolls?
Yes,
Those are
No.
good. Too.
so good.
Those are real good. And I'm
Try
a definite meat eater, and I love those. So
Those are
there
good.
are,
Yeah,
we
pumpkin.
gotta think of more. Okay, so as we're plant based now, how much money would it take you to eat horse tacos right now?
horse tacos.
Yeah.
Like $6.
That was-
$12.50. No, I don't know. I don't think like it would be like a certain dollar amount. Like it's not like, oh, you'd pay me $1 million. I feel like I'm of the mindset I would eat them for free if I didn't like know they were horse tacos. If someone was just like, oh, all we have is this beef taco, I'd probably, I don't know. The way I look at being a vegetarian is you just do what you can when you can, and you know,
Mhm.
I'm not one of the picky ones that, hey, it's on the same grill as the meat and you can't have that. No, I mean, I love to cook. So I'm quite often when I'm cooking for family and stuff, I'm cooking meat with the vegetarian stuff. So I feel like it wouldn't take much for me. And horse meat's in a lot more than what people think it is. Most people probably eating horse on the daily.
First of all, you could pay me $1 million to eat horse meat. I'll accept that. So I will accept that. But honestly, I at this point I just have no desire to eat meat at all. And it sounds, I don't know, I feel like it kind of sounds uppity when I say that, but it's I never thought it would be like that when I decided to try it for a week, and then it just started from there. But honestly, I don't think I mean, I'm sure there would be a dollar amount that would come across, but
That's what I mean, right? Like, I feel like someone could, if
the trick is to not accept the first offer anyways, right? Because there's always some wiggle room there. So never accept the first offer. Always ask for more.
That's a good lesson, and good for you. Stick with your guns, man. If it's working for you, then fuck everyone else. Here we go. CSI or Law and Order?
Oh, which CSI?
I don't know, man. You tell
I
me.
feel like I was never a
Do
big
you watch
CSI.
all of them? Could you tell
That's what I
me the
mean. I
difference
hear there's,
between
like-
Las Vegas and New York?
No, but I feel like there's like the new CSI Cyber, which is garbage. I shut that off real fast. But
CSI Minneapolis.
I'm gonna go classic Law and Order just because it brings some nostalgia back into it for me.
I have to go Law and Order too because I've actually seen an episode of it.
Abby's shaking her head about something.
No, it's CSI Miami is always the correct answer because of David Caruso.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. CSI Miami is the only
Because
The only one, like,
the whole
in my mind.
time.
yeah. I was just gonna say every time he's about to solve it, it's like, oh, you know when that's coming.
Oh, that's
The
okay.
intro, right?
That makes sense.
That
Drops the
playing.
best one-liners every time.
But I feel like as well, like Law and Order. Every time I hear the opening, I just picture Brian on Family Guy doing and Stewie doing the noises. Like that's all. Like I can't actually take it seriously. So yeah, the Who tops it off for CSI too. I think so. It's a close. Let's go with depending on what mood you're in. For me, if I want to feel nostalgic, I'll throw on a Law and Order. If I want to feel like I can just throw something on in the background, it's CSI Miami.
I mean, if this is all about laws, I would take Judge Judy if we threw that into the mix.
Yes, which she's actually not even a judge.
There are no wrong answers on Bothering the Band. Okay, do you guys have your phones on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the fifth person, or the fourth person on your missed calls?
Oh, the missed calls.
Missed
Yeah.
calls.
The fourth missed call. Mine's my dad.
What's your dad's name?
Mine's Junior.
My dad's name is Andrew.
Oh, shout out to Andrew. He's a big listener.
He will be now.
Yeah. Oh man, he's eating Junior mints right now. Be like, I'm loving it. How many pairs of underwear do you actually own?
4.
Uh,
No, definitely not. I have like 4 drawers of underwear. I feel like I have like the drawer for like it's laundry day drawer. That's like the old ones that you don't want to wear. I've got like my gym underwear and then just like the everyday. I'm particular with underwear.
yeah, there's definitely like an assortment. There's you got sorted by tiers of quality, right?
Oh yeah,
So you have your top quality underwear, the ones that have like the little pouch for everything in there,
like sacks, and like
right?
yeah,
So that's like
your Calvins.
You have like Calvin's is okay. That's the next step down. That's like okay, I'm out of sacks. I gotta go down to the Calvins.
Yeah,
And then when you're out of that, you're on your like okay, I need to do laundry underwear.
and then you've got just your I'm having a rough day underwear.
And then you got no underwear sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes you got free ball it.
The goal is to be like George Costanza and have 365 pairs of underwear.
Ooh, one each day.
One each day.
And then you don't have to do. You only do laundry once a year. I mean, that would be a hell of a laundry day.
Could you imagine?
Just 4 loads of underwear
Where are you
Coming
storing
out
all
there.
your dirty underwear?
in the hamper. Where else would you-
Giant hamper.
In that door back there.
Yeah,
The laundry chute.
that's what was in that friend store on the back set that they could never get into.
Yeah. What would you rather skateboard all the way to the house you grew up in or watch Requiem for a Dream for a month straight?
Oh, and
Skateboard.
yeah, skateboard. Yeah, that was quick and easy.
How far are you from the house you grew up?
I'm the house here. I'm probably about 10 to 15 miles, so not too far. But
Long
me on a
skate.
skateboard is not good news.
I'm a few hundred miles, so
Yeah.
it'd be a long skateboard, but hell, I wouldn't have to watch that movie for a month straight. So
And are you talking a month straight, like on loop, or like once a day for a month straight?
Either, I'm still probably going skateboard.
Yeah, I think so.
You know,
that's
that's
even know how to skateboard.
No.
a rollerblade. I don't know, pogo stick. We're still.
Pogo stick.
Yeah, I feel like
Going
on the
Moon
tenth-
shoes.
Going down the freeway on a pogo stick.
I feel like on the 10th day of Requiem, you'd be losing it.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
I think it would take you till 10 days.
Yeah.
4 days.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's 10 days is pretty gracious.
By the end of it, you definitely know every line. You should
Yeah.
just like play each character and have like a whole scene going on.
You have puppets and
Yeah.
You could make puppets from all your underwear instead of sock puppets.
Oh, Andrew's watching Requiem for a Dream. What are you terrified of?
Well, that's deep.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, spiders is like the go-to fear, but like your everyday stuff. But like, I feel like I constantly am terrified of what comes after life. As far as like, I personally can't wrap my mind around the fact of eternity, like forever. Like once you're off this planet, no matter where anyone believes you end up next, it's like there's no end. And like to me, that's just mind-boggling. So that it freaks me out.
I agree.
What am I scared of? I don't know if I'm scared of much, to be honest. I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah. Little do you know, he's actually wearing a Superman shirt underneath.
Horses.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
horses.
Yeah.
He had to ride a pony because the horses scared him too much. He's working his way up.
I don't know. Sometimes there's like, I went to an aquarium once and you stick your hand in the pond and these like, I don't know, they're like they're not crawfish, but they're like these
The horseshoe
crawfish type
crabs?
things.
The horseshoe
And they
crabs?
come and they eat, like they pick the dead skin off.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that freaks me. I don't like that. Like,
I feel like if that's your biggest fear, like never go in an ocean.
well, that's actually probably pretty good advice. I mean, there's sharks in there too, right?
I feel like if that's your biggest fear, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty well. Back to the spiders. Okay, if you have a spider in your home, do you kill it or do you let it live?
So
How big is it?
first of all, how big is it?
Is it
I
paying
don't know,
rent?
like
If
a
it's,
like a
if it-
toonie, the size of a toonie.
A toonie. All right.
oh, getting Canadian on us here.
Canadian rep.
That's okay. If it's a daddy long legs, 'cause those are the size of a toonie, but they're skinny. Well, those don't bother me. But if it's one of those big, thick, black, like baby tarantulas, like the wolf spiders or whatever they're called,
Mhm.
I personally am not killing it, but someone is. And I'm trying to get better with that because I read some stupid, I get super sentimental at the dumbest things. So I was like, read a post that said something about I try not to kill spiders because how would I feel if I was killed for being in the wrong place at the wrong time? And I was like, oh, poor spiders. So I get super sad after I kill them, but at the same time, I'd rather burn the house down than live in one with a giant spider.
It's very
I would say
poetic.
just vacuum them up.
You go straight to the vacuum.
Yeah, just vacuum. You don't have to kill them. You don't like. Who
Yeah,
knows?
but
Once they get vacuumed, who knows what happens? To
What,
them?
do you have a portable vacuum in a holster or something? Like, it's like
You
by the
don't have
time
a
you
vacuum
go
in
get
your
the
house?
vacuum and you come back and it's gone, that's even worse. You can't take your eyes off the spider if you're trying to kill it.
Why? It doesn't do it. It sits in the corner of the roof.
Have you never seen a spider that like bolts when you try to get something to kill it with?
What do you do to your spiders? Why are they running from you?
They're like, oh my God, he's coming back. Also, I picture inside of this spider vacuum just like a city of spiders, like going to work.
Yeah.
wearing hats.
There's probably like a whole metropolis in there of them. You know, like
Go with your brethren.
free. You're home.
How often do you check your email?
Multiple times an hour.
Multiple times an hour. We have multiple email addresses we have to check
That's what I mean.
nowadays.
So
Um,
I feel like if I averaged it out throughout a 24-hour span, including when I'm sleeping and not checking it, it's probably equal to like 3 times an hour.
I would say
Depending on the day, if I'm expecting something, I'm like that kid that runs to the mailbox every 10 minutes.
That's my next question: is how often do you check the regular mail?
Regular mail, not as much because I feel like I don't have to check as much because it just comes straight to your phone. Like I have it all set up. So I sound like 90 years old. I have it all set up on the Googles.
on the Androids.
Yeah. I feel like,
Wait,
I feel like
your
not as
regular
much.
mail comes to your phone, or are you talking about your emails?
I was gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
They-
I would say I probably check the regular mail more than I check my emails. I'll only check my emails Monday to Friday and maybe twice a day, once in the morning,
Should
once
go
in
work
the
for the
afternoon.
city.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where I get it from. No. And then the regular mail, every time I walk in the front door, I always check it. So I would say probably check my regular mail more than, even on Sundays, I check the regular mail and it never comes on Sundays and I still check.
Someone send him a letter, damn it.
I was gonna say I'll mail you a letter. I'll mail you something funny actually. I can see it right.
Thank you. I've been waiting. You know, please
Email me the barn rehearsal space address. I'll send you some funny shit.
That sounds good.
Nothing like offensive or weird, but just funny.
How people used to get memes.
Yeah.
I'll just draw a meme. I'll do the guy looking back at the girl's butt.
Yeah.
That's great. Do you guys, how do I say it? What is there something you two love to do together? Do you have a ritualistic thing you do always besides music? Just is there something silly that you guys always do together and enjoy?
I think just having drinks is kind of our go-to. I mean, we spend a lot of time doing music, so that tends to be kind of what we're all encompassed in. I would say just having a good time. Like, you know, it's always good to go out and let loose a bit. So
yeah. Most of the time, it's just like we're so focused on the music and everything that comes with that, right? The music, like creating music videos and figuring out content and social medias and all that aspect, that everything that encompasses the music industry right now. So we're so focused on that I don't think there's anything silly or particular that we do specific or anything. But
yeah,
stay tuned for more when I don't know, as we get more time to do those things. Who knows?
Yeah, I can't wait till one day you'll be touring and you'll have this little like, let's go ride tandem bikes or whatever.
Let's go ride horses.
Yeah.
Let's go ride
That's
horses.
going to be horse riding.
That's when you'll finally get over his fear and
On the same
graduate
horse.
from the pony to the horse. Yeah. Brokeback
That
Mountain.
poor horse.
I think I see in the future, I see an album cover, an airbrushed album cover of you guys riding horses like over a sunset. And it's like, what color is your mirror? And
Picturing it like that one
Old
Putin
Spice.
on the
old Putin.
the one Putin on the horse or Old Spice. Yeah.
I'm on a horse.
yeah, where you, and shirtless, definitely shirtless. What's the weirdest thing in your fridge?
Weirdest thing in my fridge. A few weeks ago, I had a bunch of dead birds in my fridge. That would have been the best answer.
I'm sorry.
We found a bunch of dead birds, and so we called the.
So naturally, you put them in your fridge.
Well, so we called Natural Resources or whatever, and they were like, "Yeah, we want to send them to the university to see what's going on with them. Why do you have all of a sudden like 5 or 6 dead birds in your backyard?" But they're like, "We can't pick them up till Monday, so can you put them in your fridge until Monday, and then we'll send you a cooler?" It felt weird. Like they did a full autopsy on these tiny birds. Like they sent us like an autopsy report. It was crazy. So that was a couple weeks ago. That was definitely the weird item. I would say there's not really anything weird in my fridge. Some people think
That would
tofu is
top
weird.
that. No, I don't think I can top dead birds in a fridge. I don't know.
You keep your socks in the fridge though, so that's kind of weird.
Well, yeah, then they're cool going on.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Okay, first of all, I expected you to say like some sort of weird, like pudding or something, but dead birds, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Socks, brilliant idea. Which brings me to one of our favorite questions. When you put on your shoes, do you do sock, shoe, or sock, shoe?
Never sock, shoe, sock.
No,
shoe.
what
That's
kind of
weird.
a monster? Oh my! The people that do sock shoe, are the people that squirt ketchup all over their fries instead of dipping.
No, that's not bad.
No, they just love chaos.
You put a little bit of ketchup on top of the
No,
fries, and then
no.
you contain some
There's
on the side
there's
for
no
dipping.
appropriate answer for that.
That's a brilliant analogy, though.
They just love chaos. Like those kind of people, like just love chaos. And I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, but I definitely sock shoe, because I feel like when I put my socks on, I'm not even thinking of shoes or anywhere near my shoes.
I mean, I tried it once in the name of science, experimenting. And yeah, it wasn't for me. It was a weird feeling, because then it's like your left side's all dressed up, ready to go, but your right side's still naked, and I don't know. It's
So that also explains that you do left side first.
yeah.
Huh.
Are you left-handed?
It depends what I'm doing. Kicking a soccer ball, I'm left-legged. I guess it's not hands, so I would be right-handed. Yeah. So, I mean,
I do almost everything except for right with my left hand.
Everything?
Just about.
We'll leave that at there.
If you could have anyone narrate your life, who would you choose?
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
That's not even. That's just. I wish he could follow me around.
Maybe Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's got a pretty sweet voice too. Is that?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
deGrasse.
DeGrasse is the Olympic. Andre DeGrasse is the Olympic runner.
I think it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Though,
I think you're thinking of Degrassi Junior High.
Drake.
Yeah, I'm
shout
mixing it
out
all
to the
in
six.
there. What are those names? The science guy. He's got
Bill
a pretty
Nye?
nice voice.
From a Bill Nye?
No, not
He's
Bill
the
Nye.
science guy. Now
You're
you're just getting all these things pulling. You're just gonna have a slew of middle-aged men narrating your life.
Although I think now that you say that, it'd be kind of cool to do someone random. I mean, because everyone says Morgan Freeman, right? So you get someone in there like, I don't know, Beyonce or
Napoleon
like,
Dynamite.
yeah.
Abby, who are you going with to narrate your lovely existence?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a
The girl
really
from New Girl. The
Zoe Deschanel.
yeah.
I think she could
She
do
would
it.
have a good narration voice.
I'm gonna go Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I'm newly introduced to the Dave Chappelle world. Like I haven't really seen any of his stuff, and then
We were in
when
the
we were in the
studio.
studio and had a lunch break and threw Dave Chappelle show on, and I loved it. So I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Or David Attenborough
And then
too.
it'd
That would
the
be.
element fun.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine you would feel like you're always on like Disney nature your entire, no matter what you're doing, you're sitting down to eat and it's like, we watch as he eats his cereal.
That was pretty good. I was hoping you would go for the impression. But now that you say that, it makes me think of like you might have to go British. Hugh Grant.
Yeah. Hugh Grant, yeah.
It's
Or-
like
It
Have
adds
you
an element
seen-
of sophistication to his dull
Have you
life,
seen?
right?
Please tell me you've seen Benedict Cumberbatch narrating Penguins.
no.
Oh my. Okay, you have to just YouTube Benedict Cumberbatch. Like it's like narration penguins, and he does one of those nature documentaries, but he cannot say the word penguin, and he tries multiple different. He says like 7 different words, but he can't. It's never penguin.
How does he say it? Just out of
He
curiosity.
says penguins, penguins, penguins. It's like, it's just, I never knew that was a troublesome word for someone, but apparently. And the best part is like, they left it in. So whoever's producing that, I don't know, he just must have been like, I'm Benedict Cumberbatch, I don't do it twice.
Oh, this is an outtakes.
No, this is in the documentary.
That's. I know what I'm doing right after this. What are you going? What are you going to be for Halloween?
Ooh, I haven't even given that thought, which I should be.
Getting close. Tick tock.
I know, eh? What are you being?
I don't know. I have a handful of costumes and I kind of just refuse to buy more Halloween costumes at this point. So it's like a toss up at this point between Cat in the Hat and Batman.
I feel like we could do Batman and Robin and take the Batmobile trick-or-treating.
I'm Batman.
I have an idea for you. I like
Yeah.
I like combo costumes. So Batman in the hat.
Yeah.
Or
Or
Yeah.
Cat in the.
Cat and the Batman. That just sounds like the adult version of Cat in the Hat.
Just be Catman.
Or you do like Cat in the Hat teams up with Robin, and we take the Batmobile.
Yeah. And now are you talking like Cat in the Hat is in like Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat or Mike Myers Cat in the Hat?
Are
'Cause
they
they're-
the same?
No, there's a very big difference.
What's the difference?
The difference in Mike Myers Cat in the Hat is terrifying, and Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat, like the cartoon, is friendly and loving.
Well, let's go friendly and loving. Huh? Yeah.
Good answer. Good.
Yeah.
Who do people say you look like most often?
That's easy for me. I get a lot of Machine Gun Kelly.
100%.
I get that. Like, I'll get that in public. People will stop me and be like, "Hey, you look a lot like Machine Gun Kelly." I'm like, "Cool, thanks."
I don't get it
You
as
ever
much
just say I
anymore.
am?
Yeah. I wish. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Just have a
Megan,
black
I don't
tongue
know.
and stick it out.
No, I dig what he's been up to since he's gone more towards the rock side, and so I love that comparison. I'll take that all day.
Yeah. I don't really get much anymore. When I was a kid, I used to get Macaulay Culkin a lot. Like I'll even admit, like, it was identical to the point where like I would go into a place and they would think I was him. And like I got free popcorn in the movies once because they literally thought I was Macaulay Culkin going in, and they'd always just call me Home Alone kid. So I feel like that wore off. Thank God.
I saw Macaulay Culkin play music once in New York. He was in a band. He's the drummer in a band called Pizza Underground.
Yes.
And it's Velvet Underground songs, but they replaced lyrics with songs about pizza.
It would. It would.
And we waited for the bathroom together. I didn't say anything, but he was right
Nice.
next to me. And I was first, and I was like, I'm going first, fucker.
I wonder if when they're on tour, if
That was
the
like
band
when you met Halsey. It was
Yeah.
kind of like you're kind of at the same place. You didn't really talk. But
it got stiff
you
armed
got
by the
stiff armed
bodyguard.
by the
but-
bodyguard, but
No, I wonder if when Macaulay Culkin was on tour, if like he would go into the bathroom and his band would ever just have everyone in the venue just leave when he comes back out and he's just all by himself. He's like, "Oh, this again?"
I watched a movie with Macaulay Culkin today.
What movie is that?
come on.
The Mandy Moore classic Saved.
Oh.
That's a good movie.
I have been quarantined for 2 weeks and I am down to there's nothing left to watch.
Been through Netflix.
All right. So, Fantastic Four while watching the Final Four, or Four Roses Bourbon at 4 a.m.
Four Roses Bourbon at 4 a.m.
The Final Four, what?
I don't know.
Wait.
Whatever you want.
I'm assuming the Final Four. You're talking like
Watching
sports or
Fantastic
something.
Four, Final Four.
I-
The 4 shots of bourbon sound good. I'll go with that was an option, right?
Yeah.
Shots. Okay, I didn't just make that up. Good. Whew. All right.
What
Yeah.
are you guys drinking right now? You're drinking something.
Sadly, it's just water, carbonated water.
Bubbly.
Bubbly.
You're supporting your Canadian brethren, Michael Bublé.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
exactly it. The Bublé's.
Actually, I got in a little bit of trouble for supporting that once because when we were in the studio, our producer was up against him for our Juno Awards, like the Canadian Grammys, was up against
Yeah.
Michael Bublé, and I was just about to do a vocal take and just hear it through the headphones. No Michael Bublé in the booth. So,
All right. So, fellas, what's next for 4 minutes later?
Yeah. Well,
funny you should ask.
we're preparing to officially announce a new song soon, which is coming out September 24th.
So I guess that's the official announcement.
Yeah, that could
That's-
be. That could be depending on
that's
how fast you get this out.
Yeah.
Pressure's on. No. So that's like the immediate future. End of September, we're actually flying out to the studio that we work out of Edmonton, and we're finishing recording the album. And so we're super excited to do that. And then besides
A
that,
lot of
preparing,
content in between, and then
a lot of different music videos and stuff we'll be filming, and then just prepping for live shows whenever we can get back to doing that safely. So
That's great, man. We can't wait. Everyone listening, give it up for 4 Minutes Later. Follow them on Instagram. It's just 4ML Music. Is it the same on Twitter?
yes, straight across the board, all socials, on the talks, on the Twitter, the Facebook.
Are you guys avid TikTokers?
We're starting. We're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find myself an avid TikTok watcher lately.
Okay.
More than
All right.
But it was hard for us in the beginning with the anonymous stuff, being able to post any content on anything. So we just kind of avoided it, and now I think we're going to lean into it. And the more we want to use it as like a behind the scenes tool, as letting people see kind of the real and raw side of things.
Oh, that's cool, man. Well, we can't wait for the new tune, and I always say you're stuck with us now. We'll support you forever. Whatever you do, let us. We'll always share it on our end. We can't thank you enough. Everyone, give it up for 4 Minutes Later. I have a feeling that you guys are going to be big time, man. Your music. Everyone I've played it for, they're like, you see them feeling it and nodding their heads.
Awesome.
That's super cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having us and giving us a platform to ramble on and annoy the crap out of people and speak our useless minds.
Horses. And shout out to Andrew. Man, I guarantee no other interviews are like this. So thank you guys so much. This has been so much fun. I haven't laughed this much in an interview in a while. So
awesome.
Us too.
We had a lot of
thank you.
fun too. Yeah, thank you. And anytime you want us back, shoot us a message.
yeah, dude. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much, and have a good rest of your week. And we'll let you know when we're gonna blast this puppy out.
Sounds good. Stay healthy. Stay safe, guys.
I was holding on to your love when you let it go. What put this space between us? Guess we'll never know. Now we're halfway around the world from where we ever thought we'd be. Holding on to nothing. Ever since when my love for you cracked, you took your heart back, took your heart back. We used to be great, but now it's too late to take it all back, take it all back. We danced in your room with light from the moon, then we had to fall from grace. Now it's too late to love you like that. Wish I could go back, wish I could go back. The smell of your perfume and how you say my name, like a picture perfect memory tattooed on my brain. Now you're halfway around the world trying to give your love away, holding on to nothing. Ever since when my love for you cracked, you took your heart back, took your heart back. It used to be great, but now it's too late to take it all back, take it all back. We danced in your room with light from the moon, then we had to fall from grace. Now it's too late to love you like that. Wish I could go back, wish I could go back. To nothing. I'm holding on to nothing. I'm holding on to nothing. I'm holding on to nothing. Ever since when my love for you cracked, you took your heart back, took your heart back. It used to be great, but now it's too late to take it all back, take it all back.